that you would write a book. And I said, Bill?
Yeah, I'm experienced in this. You sure you want to do this?
Okay, you sat on the board of a precious metals company, right? I've written books.
Yeah.
I told you. Well, anyway, you did it. And it's Greenspan's Bubbles. And what year was it?
Published in January of '08. Yeah. There's an interesting little side story if you'd like to hear it. I don't know that I ever told you the full. So it turns out that because I had been sort of vociferous in my ranting about
vociferous is a word.
On any TV outlet that would listen, basically, through the stock mania and then through little bits of the real estate mania, McGraw-Hill came to me and asked me if I would be interested in writing a more factual-oriented book to be published about the same time that Greenspan was going to write his own self-congratulatory tome, The Age of Turbulence. And it turns out that there was a board member at McGraw-Hill who was afraid. He was blaming Greenspan for the crazy stuff that S&P was doing and didn't want S&P to get tarred with what was going to happen in the fall. And he saw what was coming. So he wanted somebody to write a critical account of Greenspan. So it turned out to be me. So, and I remember consulting you about that, and I said, I don't know if I can do this. And you said, there's only one way to find out. You got to sit down and write whatever you said, 2,500 words a day or 3,000 words a day, every day until it's done. And so that's what I did, and it came out in early '08 at the same time Greenspan's book came out. And let's just say
that was a piece of exquisite timing.
Yeah, which I was just pure serendipitous.
Yeah. And so what's your next book?
No, you said one and done, and even though you've chosen not to go down that path, I'm totally in the one and done department. Yeah. Look how much of an impact. I naively thought, not that I was going to change anyway, but I thought if we just shed a little light on this crazy behavior where you so correctly said it, they're the arsonists and they get to pretend they're the firemen. You know, they create the bubble and then they fix it with more of the same, then they do it again and do it again. I actually thought that if it was illuminated, people would see it and we could stop the nonsense. That's how naive I was about that.